Twitch, LinkedIn. We streaming live in a few different places now. So as we get into our first question, our first main question of the day, let's take a look. So the question is, what is a chance you passed up on that you regret? What's a chance that you passed up on that you regret? You had a chance to do something, you didn't do it. Now, here you sit. And I know the easy answer is to say, oh, I lived my life with no regrets. Bullshit. You got regrets. There's something that you wish you would have done. Keep it real with us and yourself. Keep it real with yourself, baby. Let us know. If you want to answer anonymously, you can, right? Because sometimes we don't want to let other people know how much of a clown we were. So there's a little switch that says anonymous if you want to not say it with your full chest, but get it off your chest. Use the anonymous tab, but just go ahead and acknowledge something that you passed up on. All right. Sonia Ann says, you passed up on a chance to become a flight attendant. Had a chance to become a flight attendant and you pass it up. So is that something that's no longer possible for you? Is that a ship that had sailed? Thank you so much for the likes, folks. Please keep those coming. I appreciate it. Sonia Ann says, I think so. Why would you think that? You got too much stuff going on in your life to allow for that type of lifestyle? What's the deal? They don't want the older ones. You're going to be out there like Jackie Brown, huh? You're going to be out there like Jackie Brown, bringing money in, bringing somebody's money in from Mexico. You're going to be on Cabo Airlines, Sonia Ann going to be a flight attendant in a Quentin Tarantino flick. Mess, thank you so much for the likes. I really appreciate that. Emma, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. We're talking about the chances that a chance we passed up on that we regret. And Sonia Ann's like, man, I could have been flying those friendly skies, making them even friendlier. But now I think I'm too long in the tooth. Is there anything other than age that you think is holding you back? Because that might not be the case. Oh, man. So Kiana says, I passed up on a chance of getting a new MacBook. Oh, wow. What did you do instead? Instead of getting a new MacBook, what did you do? Got a new phone. It's amazing how, it's really mind-blowing when you think about it. You could get a phone or a whole computer and they cost about the same thing. That's insane. That's insane. All right. So Misfire says, I regret not going to Spain. I stayed for a job, and the thing is, they let a guy vacation in Korea but made me stay, and mine was a school trip. So you could have went to Spain, but you're like, nah, I gotta stay and work. Yeah. So I guess Spain is on your bucket list of places that you would like to go. SO says, I regret a prototyping class I wish I could have taken instead of the classic took with the phony teacher. The class I took with the phony teacher. So made a poor choice in classes. Yeah. All right, Berlin. Good to see you. Have a good rest of your night. So, taking the wrong class. So, J-Man is all 11 years ago. I mean, he remembers it, probably remembers the day. 11 years ago, I picked the lottery numbers and didn't buy the ticket. The numbers came up exactly in order. Man, how much was it for? Yeah. How much was it for? How much would you have won had you went ahead and bought that ticket? $284 million. Oh, man. Wow. $284 million. And yet you live and breathe. You probably tore your quadricep. You pulled your hamstring trying to kick yourself. Stephen Bugatti is here. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. So Emo says the chance that I regret not taking was staying in Quebec, but I just had to come home to my ex. I just had to come home. Could have stayed in Quebec, came back to your ex, and then y'all ain't even together, and you didn't get to live in Quebec. Live your life for yourself, kids. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead on and do your thing. Do your thing, Majid, because as much as we want to take other people's desires and needs into considerations when we have something that we want to do, it is so often the case that you're going to live to regret it. So yes, I thought this was an anonymous thing. You can make it anonymous. All you have to do is flip the little switch that says anonymous, and then it'll be anonymous. So if you wanted to be anonymous, you can just select anonymous as the option. Sonya Ann's like, you don't put me out here on blast. I was trying to be discreet. But see, now Sonya Ann, we're going to know, because you might be the only one going anonymous. So we're going to know, oh, it says anonymous. That's Sonya Ann. Or maybe the next prompts won't be so hitting that you don't mind saying it with your chest. Everybody, for Sonya Ann's sake, everybody, the next answer won't just put them. Everybody go anonymous next time, so we can give Sonya Ann a little bit of cover, if you will. Kay Valerice is here. Welcome in. Thank you so much. We're gonna get ready to go on to the next prompt. You can still spill your regrets in the chat, but we're gonna go to our next one. Oh yeah, y'all might want to be anonymous on this one too. So, the question is, who or what has made you doubt yourself? I am resetting the request box. Ooh, RIP. Somebody was typing. I just erased somebody's response. Everybody put doves in the chat. Doves and trumpets. Play taps in the chat for whoever had just replied. Because I just erased it. I was just in the middle of resetting and I saw the little bubble pop up. So you gotta move quick. This train is a rolling. The next prompt is about doubt. Who or what has made you doubt yourself? Who or what has made you doubt yourself? Now, remember, if you do want to answer anonymously, make sure that you select anonymous. We are agreeing to answer anonymously to, just for this one question, to give Sonia Ann some cover. So we don't blow up the spot. Thank you so much for the likes. Welcome in, Noble. My mother, Sonia Ann, said that did you not know how to do the anonymous thing? I try to do something for you and then you just, okay, this is the last time. I won't accommodate you anymore. Yeah. Okay. K Valerie said, I just came to say hi to y'all. I'm creating, not writing, just making music. All right, K Valerie. I hear you. Got them beats coming out. My parents. Grippage says, my parents, my mother, my parents. We seeing a trend here. Someone anonymously says, my employees defying my authority make me doubt myself. It's like, who's the boss here? Making you doubt your leadership when people don't recognize your authority. Med says, I read that more menacingly. My employees defying my authority makes me doubt myself. You will obey my authority. I am the boss. I paid the cost to be the boss. Do not defy me. All right. I ate my donut says that my dad made me doubt myself. My dad made me doubt myself. Someone anonymously said, my dad, he's always telling me about the accomplishments of others and how I'm lacking. Then he tells me they want to be Then he tells me they want to be his kid and I'm ungrateful. That's rough, man. Man. Someone anonymously says, my entire bloodline made me doubt myself. I wonder how so. Do you feel like you are sort of destined to be whatever the people before you were? Grippy says, I think we have a consensus on the source. Yeah, it is. There is definitely a trend here. Noble Ancient says, I've given myself doubt before. I've gotten better over time, but I've had times where I doubted myself strong enough to stop me from doing something I was thinking about. Well, the whole question is about doubting yourself. Yeah. Tree Stump 1B says, not gonna lie, kind of like the format of your broadcast. Well, I'm glad that you are enjoying it, Tree Stump. I don't know, this might be your first time here. But welcome. I'm glad that you are having a good time. We're having questions about what makes us doubt ourselves. Noble says, I make myself doubt myself. And you're not the only one. Esso also says, me, myself, and really only I. Me, myself, and really only I. We got this voice that runs in our head that causes us to doubt ourselves. In the same vein, someone also anonymously shares, myself, I'm in an awful place mentally right now. I feel like I am the source of my own doubt. Someone anonymously has responded with, I doubt I can do everything on my own. That's true. You can't necessarily do everything on your own. There is independence, or at least there is sort of a veneer of independence, but at the end of the day, we all rely on someone or something. So the self-blaming part, or you can say self-blame, but also it could be just a taking ownership and responsibility. You know, it's like, okay, you know, I understand that whatever happened to give me, wherever the source of it is, at the end of the day, I'm going to be responsible for addressing that doubt and challenging that doubt. But yeah. Sometimes a little bit, doubt is sort of a natural consequence of your awareness of your limitations and awareness of how little control you have over the way things turn out. But I think one of the ways that you can let go of doubt is to kind of let go of outcomes, right? If you let go of outcomes, you can let go of doubt, because you can recognize that however things turn out, you're going to be okay. And you can just focus on your action. You can focus on your process, and you can find a level of sort of peace and presence just by being in the process of whatever it is you're doing, because, that's the only thing that you can control. So someone anonymously says, me, because I'm too nice to energy vampires. Why do I accommodate these people that sap all of my energy? So Tim says, the hater inside me says, sit down. You're not really going to do it. Allow someone else to get their chance. Get out the way. Sometimes I knock the hater down and do it anyway. That inner hater. And I think it's useful to make a separation between you and that inner hater, because the voice sounds like you. It's not you though, right? It's not really you. It sounds like you, but it's not you. So someone anonymously says, the beliefs I hold are challenged, and I realize I don't have the foundational reasoning to support those beliefs. Therefore, doubt, the opposite of belief. Doubt is the opposite of belief. So you are shaken when you don't have the foundations to support the things that you believe. All right. So the next one, we're not going to do anonymous again. I know I asked y'all to be anonymous for Sonia Ann, and then Sonia Ann went ahead and said it all the way loud. So we're not doing that no more. Everybody just do what you want. We're going to get ready to go to the next prompt, though. Thank you so much for the like, and thank you all for being here. Welcome in, Tim. All right. Came in to pull that second shift. All right. Okay, here's the next prompt. When in your life have you felt the most jealous? When in your life have you felt the most jealous? So, Stefan Bugatti, I think in terms of speaking French, you have probably MO to chat with in French, but MO is probably in the middle of getting ready to go to work. All right. When in your life have you felt the most jealous? You can answer in the request box. Again, the option to be anonymous is there, but I'm not going to encourage it. Thank you so much for the like. I really appreciate that. Man says, I encourage it. Yeah. Talking about that green monster. So this is a word that's this word, I've had conversations about this word. My girlfriend let a man fondle her in my face. I don't think the words fondle and let go together. I don't know if fondle and let go together in the same sentence. But I can understand why that would be a moment where you would feel some type of way. Oh, wow. Okay. So forgotten is here. Never been that mad in my life. I took him down with a wrestling move. Well, I don't know. Why were you mad at him exactly? Why were you mad at him? I mean, why are you mad at him? If that's not the type of relationship that y'all have, then you should be mad at her, not him, right? Because, all right. Yeah, you gotta point your anger in the right direction. Forgotten is here and has dropped a like. I think that might just be misspelling. Noah Ancient says, I felt the most jealousy where my cousin's successes were concerned. He was ASB president, captain of the basketball team, and all around popular kind of guy growing up. Ugh. What's ASB? Oh, yeah, what is ASB? Sounds like Noble still got a little bit of student body, able student body. Okay. Noble's like, man. Tim says, never. I almost thought I was, but psych, jealousy doesn't sit with me at all. I want to see everybody win. I hear that's a healthy attitude. All right, Grippage is gonna hop on out of here. Good to see you again. Someone anonymously says, I'm jelly. I don't get to see my son as often. I wish I could see my son more often. That's definitely something to be upset about. Sonia Ann says, not sure. Jealous is a strong sensation. Jelly? Like a healthy jelly? Well, my man looked at Keira Knightley once. Like in person? Like in person? Or were y'all watching Pirates Bend It Like Beckham or Pirates of the Caribbean? I mean, because I feel like if it was in person, you'd probably look at her too, right? So SO says, when I used to stalk my ex and ran into some postings of him with a coworker, she friend, I got so jealous that taught me to stop media stalking. It's like, ooh, I need to stop. Yeah, stalking social media, it'll do it. How dare you be happy without me? So we got Maddie Mo checking us out over on YouTube. Everybody say what's up to Maddie Mo, the host with the most mojo. You already know though. Good to see you, Maddie Mo. So we are talking about when were you most jealous? I guess is the question. When in your life have you felt the most jealous? J-Man says, not jealous, not only jealous, but anger. Both my brothers with their successful relationships and mine falls apart. COVID destroying my life. So you're not just jealous, but you straight up mad. Look at you, happy. I'm over here miserable, you happy. Yeah. Stephen Bugatti says, gee, you are the reason I bought a $300 mic and I still can't sound like you. Well, I appreciate the compliments, Stephen. And I don't know what you sound like, but I appreciate the fact that you are investing in yourself. This is episode number 268, and I promise you episode 1 didn't sound like this. So, you know. I don't know. It was pretty close though. I've been nice for a minute, but yeah, I don't know. Nova says, my cousin's now the manager of Carl's Jr. Imagine that. So are you jealous of the fact that he manages a Carl's Jr., Noble? Sonya's like, why is everybody trying to be honest? I didn't know y'all were going to be keeping a buck in here. Yeah, people be keeping it real. So here we go. We're going to get back to the responses here. Miss Fire says, okay. This is what I really enjoy about this response is there's a limited number of characters that you get when you put a reply in here. So and to create the right tone for this response, include the words okay and so to make sure I read it right. So let me try to read this right. Okay. So former romantic partner had another partner in town, said he didn't want to live with her, but they ended up living together, then changed our dynamic. I was upset that he lied. It's like, hey, yo, I thought you said that this is what it was. And it ain't, you mean it ain't that? Now I'm mad. Yeah, I guess whenever someone subverts our expectations, like we have an agreement, right? And then you violate that agreement, I'm going to feel some type of way. We have a generous agreement. I know that you got another partner. That's not the part that made me mad. You give people an inch, right? They want to take a mile. Someone anonymously says, when someone was trying to make me jealous while also denying me a relationship, even though we kind of had one, it's like, oh, I don't like labels, you know. I don't like labels. and then they showing all out in front of you, but then behind closed doors, y'all girlfriend, boyfriend, partners, whatever. Miss Fire says, I was jealous and he got mad I was jealous, but he was the one who lied. Right. What you expect me to do? Say, why you being jealous? Why you acting like that? Why you acting like that? Oh, man. So someone anonymously says that I was jealous when my best friend started spending more time with someone else. Man. Yeah, sometimes the friendship thing is even more hurtful than the romantic partner thing, because y'all be rolling together. And then all of a sudden you act like you ain't got time for me. Miss Hippie is here, folks. Welcome in, Miss Hippie. It's good to see you. Oh, Steven. Hey, Purple Gang. Steven says, hey, I'm Purple Gang, baby. I need to get like y'all. Thank you so much, Steven. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. I see you. So Forgotten isn't in the best of moods. So hopefully, you got a lot of stuff going on, Forgotten. I hope that the day turns around for you. But despite not being in a great mood, Forgotten says, I can't remember anytime I was jealous. It's like, what I got to be jealous for? I'm me. Why am I gonna be jealous? Man says, imagine not being human. Well, ask Noble, right? Ask Noble about not being human. Eso says, Forgotten, hopefully we can change that for you. Oh my goodness. We can't have you in here all healthy and well adjusted. We gotta, put pour a little hate in your heart too. We got to invite you to the haters ball. All right. Let's get ready to go on to the next prompt, folks. All right, here we go. Another question. And this doesn't really lend itself to being anonymous. So, because you want people to know this about you. But it's a very simple, straightforward question. What is something that you wish people knew about you? What's something that you wish people knew about you? We don't always get a chance to put our the most important things on display for others in our interactions. People meet us in contexts where we don't necessarily show up that way. They don't get to see that part, depending on the nature of our relationship or the nature of the interactions that we have. So what is something that you think you would really rather have people know about you? That I'm a poet. I wish people knew that I am a poet. Well, you can let people know that by breaking out in the verse, right? I wish people knew that I was a poet. Well, now that I know, that's cool. You should join us on Friday evenings. We have writer's room and people share poetry in that space. Boots is here, folks. Welcome in, Boots. It's good to see you. Yeah, now this is your opportunity. I only know French poetry. That's fine. Do it in French. We would enjoy hearing it, even if, you might have to do a little bit of translation afterwards. So Boots says, I'm waiting on my ride to pull up. He's late. So that means that you're late, right? We late. Noble says, I wish that people knew that if you hang out with me enough, I can be quite entertaining and fun. I am upbeat most of the time and find ways to unlock smiles for those who hang out with me. Games are not the only skills I have. Uh-oh. I got games for you. I got other skills too. I hear you, Noble. Mississippi says, I wish people knew that I used to play guitar and piano and write poetry. I used to do that. Do you miss it, Mississippi? Do you miss expressing yourself creatively in that way? And is there a way to make more space for that? I don't know. I know sometimes I don't give myself the opportunity to explore some of those creative channels that I used to indulge in more frequently. When your everyday work requires a lot of sort of creative input, sometimes, you feel like, okay, now I'm just going to zone out and do nothing. But really, we are often poor judges of how we're going to feel after we do something. Matty Moe says, quotes Les Brown, used to bees don't make no honey. Used to bees don't make no honey. So if you used to play, you need to play again. Used to bees don't make no honey. I love that. So Izzy says, I hate paying bills. Feel like I work for nothing. You know what bills are? Typically what bills are, they're invoices for blessings that you've already received. Right? Usually you're only paying bills for stuff that you've already used, that you already have, that you've invited. So, Well, I mean, if you want money, then you probably want to simplify your life, right? If the money is what you want, you have to decide what's necessary, right? Wish something that people knew about you. Sonia Ann says, just because you think I'm pretty, I have a lot more to say. Just because you think I'm pretty, I have a lot more to say. I wish you knew that I had a lot more to say. You just think I'm just here for you to look at. I got ideas, thoughts. Not my only. I'm not here just for you to look at. Izzy says, Izzy's about to start stripping. I hear you. You need to start making some flyers and find out. So everybody can find out where they can go and support. SOK says, I wish people knew that despite of how innocent I may come off, I like to have fun. I like friendly teasing, being risky, and spice life up with enough chaotic energy. I'm not a square. I know I may come off looking innocent, but I'm not a square. I'm a fun guy. not the Kawhi Leonard. I'm fun. It's like I'm And so do people exclude you because they think, oh, you're not about it, you're not down, you're not down? All right. Boot says, I wish people knew personal boundaries because your boy is quick to block if I don't know you like that, and I feel like you on some sushi. Boots don't like sushi, y'all. If you on some sushi, you might get blocked. Don't be on no sushi. Noble says, Esso is a sculpted marble statue, not a block of unrefined marble. Esso, are you sculpted? Are you hewn from stone? All right, let's go ahead and take a second here. This is a moment in the stream where we can take a couple deep breaths. And we're about halfway through. I hope that y'all are having a good time. I am. And I'm grateful for y'all being here and for indulging in these invasive, very invasive personal questions. I tell you, y'all are something else. No, I really appreciate the way that you are showing up here, and I hope that you come back again soon. We do Morning Journal every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. So, little intermission. Everybody just take a couple deep breaths and think about all the things that you've shared with us so far and just cringe. No, you don't have to cringe. This is safe. This is cool. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad that you find this company worth keeping. And I promise that the next questions will not be, the next questions will be a little lighter, a little more fun. All right. All right. So last one for this prompt. Someone anonymously shares, I wish that people knew that overall existence is difficult for me. Yeah, I do things, but there's a limit to how much I enjoy anything. I really try hard to be engaged and motivated. Well, as long as you're trying, as long as you keep trying and you keep showing up, you know, I know sometimes it's difficult, but it's not necessarily about how easy or difficult it is. It's about how important it is and how much it matters. And I think that sometimes when we face those difficulties and do and follow the things that are meaningful, at the end of the day, we'll be glad that we did it. We'll be glad that we went through the trouble, that we existed through the discomfort, and we've managed to build a space for ourselves that we can inhabit peacefully. So we're gonna get ready to go. To the next prompt. So this question, we want to call forward or call into our attention the last thing you did that was really worth remembering. Like, I really want to, I don't want you to take this as an accusatory tone of, when was the last time you did anything really worth remembering? No, don't read it that way. Read it like, when was the last time you did something worth remembering? Like, what is that last thing that you remember? Or, the last thing that you did that you like, you know what? I did that. That's going to be something that kind of lives with me, sits with me. So don't read it in that. Don't read it in that 40s Hollywood movie curmudgeonly. When was the last time you did anything worth remembering? I don't know why. I don't know why I went to that guy, but yeah, when was the last time you did something worth remembering? What was that? It could have been yesterday, right? The last thing that you did worth remembering, it might have been Coke. Y'all been talking about Coke. What's the last thing that you did worth remembering? Coca-Cola. The last thing that you've done that's really worth remembering. Mississippi says, someone did something kind and it was genuine, and I appreciate and remember that. So, SO messed around and made the provost list. Though I think my teachers gave me an A because they thought I was graduating. They wanted to give you that A for the road, but you made the provost list. Now, if you are a frequent visitor of Morning Journal, you know SO's struggles and periods of panic at completing work and getting projects done on time, and the sleepless nights and the, all the doubts and angst. So to hear that you made the provost list is really great news, and I'm glad that things are working out. I know you are almost done. SO is a design major, just about to finish up and get into the world and start making the world better, making things better by making better things, I guess is a way to say it. Making things better by making better things. So the last thing that Stefan did was threaten my brother with a weapon. It's dark, I know, but it's eating me up inside. It's worth remembering that you did it, because you might need to address what it is that made you want to up the blicky on your brother, or whatever you upped on him. Hopefully you've been able to resolve whatever the issue was. So Noble says, the last thing I did worth remembering was meeting Alexis in Minnesota at a Starbucks and chatting with their significant other over video games for 6 hours. Later to meet them directly. Hold on, okay, let me make sure I got this right. So meeting Alexis in Minnesota at a Starbucks and chatting with their significant other over video games for 6 hours. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something there. So Boots says, the last thing I did worth remembering is accepting my offer into the apprenticeship program yesterday, so I can get my journeyman plumber certification. So you accepted that offer and you are on your way. Congratulations, Boots. That's good news. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Last thing you did worth remembering. Puncake has joined us, folks. Welcome in, Puncake. Thank you so much for being here. So Boots gonna get that check mark interview today. You're gonna be Boots check. Tim says, nearly every time I spend time with my little friend, we have special moments. I can't pick one thing, but if I must, we watched a video together and bonded. It was just different from our normal that day. Bonded over a video with your little friend, and that stands out. That's cool. Stefan says, you smashed. So someone anonymously shares that, hey, remember, it's okay to cry. Just as sort of an intermediate remark, remember that it's okay to cry. Yeah. Quasha, thank you so much for the like. Stefan says, don't do it. It's always weird after. What are you talking about? Smashing or crying? So, Misfire says, everything blends together, but my most recent abortion really changed my life. Everything blends together, but my most recent abortion really changed my life. Yeah, that's definitely can be something that can mark a turning point. So, Boots is about to head out. See you later, Boots. Thank you so much for your time here. All right. So, over in YouTube land, we got Abby. Abby is here. Oh, Abby is here. Hey, Abby. Everybody also do me a favor and drop some birthday cakes. A heart and a birthday cat would be ideal. Both a heart and a birthday cake, because Retha is here and Retha has it's Retha's birthday. So green hearts and birthday cake as a happy birthday wish for Retha. Let me make sure that the screen is available so you can see all that love in the chat. The last thing we did that's worth remembering is the question. So what's worth remembering for Quasha is all the good God has done for me, including the signs and dreams to warn me. That is worth remembering. Retha says the last thing she did worth remembering was laugh. A good laugh is always worth remembering. Abby says, we just bought a house, y'all. We just bought a house. Congratulations. Congratulations, Abby. That is awesome. So awesome. Great news. Got the crib, you know what I mean? All right. Let's get ready to do our recap, folks. Let's go through and let's see where we've gone, where we've got to so far today. Go ahead and put up our recap screen so you can see all of today's prompts. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to reset the request box so that you can give me your key takeaways, whatever stands out for you from today's session. Reset that request box and let's take a look at where we have been thus far. So your key takeaway could be something I said, something someone in the chat said, a response to a prompt, or just your way of, encapsulating what your experience has been this morning for session number 268 of the Morning Journal. So we started the conversation with the question about regret. What is something that you passed up on that you regret? A chance that was there for you that you didn't take, and you look back on it like, man, I wish I would have. Can't go back, but when you remember it, the next time you have a chance in front of you, maybe you'll be more willing to shoot that shot. Then we went into a conversation about doubt. Who or what makes you doubt yourself? And I think that there was a lot of introspection and thinking about you being your own self, you being the one holding you back. A lot of people look back at sort of their upbringing as being a source of a barrier towards you moving into what's possible for yourself. We looked at jealousy. We examined the things that make us feel a type of way, and finally we looking at ourselves and how we want to be seen. What are things that we want people to see in us that they may not see? And then what have we done? The last thing that we've done that is really worth remembering. We want to really lock in that lesson and that memory. So some of our key takeaways. Tim says, reflect, remember, savor it, move on to the next great feeling. It will come. Noble Ancient says, my personal key takeaway from this awesome episode is that my life here is always exciting and positive. This is a treasure of my day's adventure. In fact, a rare treasure to match. Thanks again. All right. Thank you so much for the like, Sonia Ann. Abby, thank you so much for the like. We're keeping those rolling in. We got 87 likes. You know, we like to get to 100. So, you know, if you got a like sitting there, you can do it every 10 minutes. Keep dropping them. Miss Fire says, this made me emotional and reminds me how hard I've made things. Why do I men at all? Also, I need to celebrate small wins so I can stay motivated. Why do I men? Why men at all? That's a good question, right? Don't men all right. So Forgotten says, my key takeaway is I hate a vast majority of the human population. I hate a vast majority. Yeah, I'm just going to read it the way it is, man. I see Forgotten is still in the same space as when he arrived. Hopefully your transportation issues can be resolved and you can kind of, you know, take a moment to acknowledge all the wins that you've accumulated over the last few months, the ways that you've been able to reassemble your life. And, you know, even though there's still troubles to be had, you know, there's always going to be challenges in front of you. It doesn't negate the fact that you are a survivor and that you're in a position to achieve a lot of the things that you may not have thought possible even a few short months ago. So, you know, you can have frustrating days, but overall, you know, hopefully, you know, we can focus on solving the problems and not making them worse, you know? So a key takeaway for Tree Stump 1B. My emotions aren't bad. My emotions are valid. How I respond to my emotions are the measure. It's easier to destroy than to create, build towards the future. Those are some great takeaways, Tree Stump. SOK says, regrets and mistakes are memorable, but we must hold ourselves accountable for them. I remember that was a risk we took, and risks are just a part of life. When you make a mistake, that means you took a risk, and risks are a part of life. Be accountable, move on. And if it's something that you didn't have control over, you know, as is the case a lot of times, some things lie outside of our control. It's not helpful for us to take the blame for things that are out of our control, but it is worthwhile to take responsibility for everything that is. And usually that balance will shift. The more responsibility you take, the more the balance of power shifts, the more things that you do have under your control. And then what you're going to do, right? Hopefully your best. All right. We'll keep these takeaways rolling in, but for those who are watching and listening on YouTube on LinkedIn, on Twitch. Thank you so much for being here. And we'll see you again on tomorrow.